I hope I'm not going too fast for you. But this is sometimes how it goes, you know. You gotta roll with the changes. You gotta make things happen when you feel the time is right. And boy, was it ever. So he goes on to explain a few things, and I got to give him some information that he was not aware of, although he seemed very aware of many things. And I guess when you
No,
choose
you
to be
have my permission to use both my image and my voice
Thank you very much.
on a YouTube video.
Thank you. I had to ask, because it was so spontaneous. And he was
My
not
name's
a
Behr,
member.
and that's fine. That'll work.
He's not a member of the Zeitgeist Movement.
I did want to say, I was looking at the philosophy on this on the web page, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and she's having some problems with depression, and not I don't know, not to get too much into it, but I started to talk to her about life. I mean, if you're depressed or you've got a problem, it's up to you to solve this problem, because no one's going to do it for you. Your parents, your friends, the people you work for, or the people who work for you. At the most, a friend or a parent can help you by discussing something with you, but it's up to you to take action. Your movement also, because it's about individuals making up a group. But I think the important thing, and I sort of came to this conclusion, I've come to this conclusion, is that an individual needs to have responsibility for their own individual actions, and if they can possibly form into a group with other individuals who accept responsibility for their actions, that I believe is the basis of a utopia.
This guy is good.
For instance,
this guy is good.
He wouldn't need police or governing officials and things like that. You could do away with the entire judicial system. If you had a society of people who refuse, some of us do refuse to commit crime. Some of us walk into a grocery store and there may be something there that's too expensive for us to purchase, or it's not in our budget, but it's something that we want, be it a grocery store, electronics store, whatever. But we refuse, even though it's in our ability to put that thing in our backpack or our pocket. We don't take it, not because we're afraid of being caught, not because we're afraid of going to prison or jail, or the embarrassment of public humiliation by being caught stealing, but rather simply for the idea that it's wrong. It's wrong for me to take something that does not belong to me. And this applies to other things as well, not just theft, but rape or murder. It's wrong for us to do harm to each other, and it's disrespectful. So I guess that movement, the group movement, being aware of going somewhere and having something good come out of this, I believe one of the key things, at least in my life, two of the keys I've always had are responsibility, and the other one is gratitude, being grateful for things that you do have. But I was talking to my friend about depression. I said, it's your responsibility. I'll talk with you, and I'll try and help you form a plan to not be depressed, but it's up to you to enact it. It's up to you to take power over your life and get out there and do things and make yourself happy, make your own goals, get achievable goals, all those things. There are steps that you can take for not just depression, but for anything.
This guy is totally right. And he understood immediately the philosophy of our movement. And I'm going to continue on with this in just a moment.